what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, back at y'all with another Forza Horizon 3 build video, man. You guys know how we do it every single day, taking your requests. Today we have a request from a few different people for one specific build, man. Will Smith and Antonio Gutierrez both want to see the training day Monte Carlo, man. Now I think this is a dope idea, but before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Day 7319 on Xbox Live and Liam S. Johnson on YouTube. Make sure you check them out. And yeah, man, I guess with that being said, the only thing left to do is go ahead and buy up this Chevy Monte Carlo. Now, I did have the opportunity to check out a couple of our options, and unfortunately, we are rocking with this 88. Now, the training day Monte Carlo, I want to say, was more like a 79, 78 year. So it's a little bit different, a little bit of more of a flowy body style. Unfortunately, they don't have that in this game. So for this one, we're gonna have to go with this 1988, which is actually one of my personal favorite body styles of the Monte Carlo, I have to say. It's going to be either this, and y'all are going to hate me for this, but that front wheel drive 04 to like maybe 08, really like that body style as well. Obviously, there's a couple different options here for paints, but you guys know we are just going to have to go with that all black to match. We're going to make a few different changes on this thing to see if we can replicate that build a little bit better, but for the time being, let's go ahead and buy this car up and get started, man. Now, we are going to be auctioning off this car at the end of the video, so make sure you guys head on over to the auction house. I'm probably going to be auctioning off a few other cars that I've built throughout this week or maybe last week, just to, you know, get rid of a few of the cars that you guys may have seen on YouTube. So definitely head on over to the auction house of Forza. I think you just go to auction, click search right here, and then advance, and then you can go here, gamer tag at the bottom, just type in Don Squally. You'll see all the cars that I'm gonna have for sale. Now, as far as the upgrades go, as always, I'm probably gonna fully mod the engine of this one like I usually do with the cars that I'm gonna be auctioning. So obviously we're probably going to have to check out a couple of options for the engine. We do have that 6.2 liter V8, 8.4 liter V10. We're not going to mess around with none of those V10 or V12 swaps, I should say. Looks like a 5 liter, which I want to say is a small block. You guys correct me if I'm 134 kilowatts though. That's pretty pathetic. So we're obviously going to have to do an engine swap on here. Now, drivetrain swap. Definitely going to leave this one a rear-wheel drive, and I believe the training day car was a naturally aspirated. No talk about a turbo or a supercharger, so obviously we're not going to upgrade any of that. I am going to upgrade the engine though. Mark my words, I will be doing some engine upgrades. Now, as far as the front bumper goes, I don't think Forza is going to be able to help us out with making that look a little bit more old school. As far as the rear end goes, I think the flush look is definitely going to be the way to go. Now, as far as hood goes, I have a feeling we're going to, yeah, definitely a few cowl options. Definitely not what we're going to be doing on this build. So we're going to go ahead and leave those the way that they are. Now, the tire compound, this car in the movie did have some nice white wall tires, which I don't think is even going to be an option for us. So because we are going to be maxing this one out, race tire compound for whoever buys it. This car also had in the movie, I believe, some like wire wheels, very thin tires. So I'm gonna, and to keep it authentic, I am not gonna make the tires any wider than they already are, just because I'm gonna try to find the best wire wheel out of all of our options here that we can kind of replicate. So I'm just gonna skim through a few here and get back to you guys once I find the best option. Now, it looks like the only thing that looks remotely close to a wire wheel is going to be these HRE vintages in here. I saw somebody in the comments say there's actually a spoke wheel in this game. So I just looked. I can't find it. So if you guys can tell me the name of it, drop it down in the comments. But yeah, that's probably going to be as close as we're going to get, which is not really looking too good, to be honest. But obviously, we're going to have to paint them a different color. We don't have the nice center spike. Nothing really about this build is going to be very identical. Now, I'm almost decided as whether just to go with a set of these wheels, but these are really not the wheels. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. The wheels on this build, I think everything about this is, I mean, I'm doing the best I can here, folks, but yeah, we're not really going to have anything that looks remotely close to the actual car in the movie, but I guess we're just going to have to keep it moving. Obviously, these are going to have to get painted silver. This car did have hydraulics on it as well. I don't know how I made these wheels work on the lowrider builds, but anyways, clutch, let's upgrade everything here. That clutch business, the transmission, let's go ahead and upgrade that. Driveline, differential, and as far as the brakes go, we're going to upgrade that. Now the suspension, I believe, had hydraulics, so it was adjustable. Front anti-roll bars here. Let's see, weight reduction. Man, I don't know, guys. I'm really not feeling those wheels on this car. I think we may have to go back and change those. Even though, I mean, we're not getting that close to training day looking like anyway, so we're going to fully mod the engine. Go back and see if I can find a set of wheels that I think is going to look a little bit like those are not even close, man. There's a big dish on it, and then they got the spike in the middle, and this, there's no dish on there. There's definitely not no spike. I mean, I don't know. We're going to, all right, let's go back to the wheels. I do have something in mind that I would like to see on here. And that is these big roadiform FUCs, the Fuchs? I think this is just going to be a all-around better looking wheel than what we had on there. I know it's not what we had in the training day movie, but man, I don't know. That other set of kind of spokey wheels was killing me. It's times like this that I was actually recording on a PC because, to be honest, I could probably mod this game to get a skin for the proper wheels, maybe even a different car, man. I remember back when I was modding some GTA, there was like, it was awesome, man. You can get real life cars in GTA, which was actually pretty dope. Now, because this was a lowrider, I think I'm going to hike the front up just a touch, lower the back, make it look pretty official as far as that goes. Now, as far as the designs and the paints goes, what I'm going to try to do here for the paint is just get the front bumper, see if we can get some chrome on this. Since it did have a chrome bumper, let's see if we can. No, it doesn't look like there's going to be any chrome happening there. What, are we going to paint it white? I don't know, ladies and gents. We're just, you know what? We're going to save this to the current car. The training day car had no tint on it. So I think this is probably going to be the best that I can do for this one. Now, the one thing that I highly dislike about Forza, not that I dislike about Forza, more that I liked about Gran Turismo 6 is the fact that they had a lot of variations of a lot of different cars from Japan, United States, all of that stuff. Whereas Forza, I find the car selection is nowhere near as big. Obviously, compared to Gran Turismo 6, the graphics on Forza are just by far tenfold way better. The sounds on Forza, way better. The modding system, way better on Forza. So Gran Turismo Sport, I think, is coming out sometime in 2017, and I'm probably going to buy a PS4 just so I can buy that game. And I don't know, maybe I'll check out some videos of it beforehand, because Gran Turismo is going to have to definitely reinvent their whole system. Everything's outdated now, man. It's been a while since Gran Turismo's come out with a game. I was actually going to buy a PS4 and go buy Gran Turismo 6 for it, just so I could explore some newer content and newer games to play for you guys, but they don't even make Gran Turismo 6 for PS4, man. So, like, what's my other option? Assetto Corsa? Like, I don't know. I could get that game, but it doesn't really look... maybe I'll have to look at the car list and see what's up with it. Maybe if it's got a big car list, that'll be I'll buy that just for the time being, and maybe we'll start that on next week's builds, man. What do you guys think of Assetto Corsa? Let me know down in the comment section. As far as this build goes, it is a fully built Monte Carlo, man. The thing is an absolute monster. That red pinstripe is dope, man. Very 80s. Now, as far as, Will Smith and Antonio, man, unfortunately I was unable to get really anywhere close, in my opinion, but we got a Monte Carlo done, that's for sure, and the thing is absolutely boots. You can't even really tell that the front is hiked up on this car, but I'm sure whoever buys it is probably going to change the paint on it, and I would at least change the tune, because maybe some newer tires, bigger, fatter tires. That's what we got. The good tires are just not wide, right? So, but I mean, it definitely doesn't need anything as far as the engine goes. Dare I say an all-wheel drive conversion? Maybe. Damn, I never seen these little alleys before. These are actually pretty cool. Go figure, we hit some traffic in the middle of a one-way alley. Maybe I was going the wrong way. I don't know. Maybe it's not a one-way. This thing is a bloody handful, man. Holy cow. Like, I build some cars and they work. This car is an animal, man. It's just... And I got a request to do a gasser build, which will officially be coming very shortly, but... I mean, this is pretty legit gasser, I think, right? What's a gasser? Just like high horsepower burnout machine? I think that's an Australian term, if I'm not mistaken. I really like the way this thing sounds, and like I say, this has always been my favorite body style of Monte Carlo. Now, the reason I like the newer style Monte Carlos, I think it was like an 02 to 08 before they changed the body style. Anyways, that had the 3.8 in it. I had a 3.8 liter Impala, and I love that car, man. Now looking back on it, it was like a busted, well, no, not even that it was busted. It was a really clean car. I kept that thing so well kept, very clean, inside and out, but it was just very slow, very sluggish. It rode like it was on a cloud, but compared to the cars that I'm used to driving now, my Altima, my G35, it's just a different ball game, man. It's not sloppy. They're very responsive. The power's there when you need it. Yeah, so I mean, I kind of grew away from the GMs, but there's still a small place in my heart. It's still my favorite body style, even though it's not necessarily my favorite vehicle to drive or own. But with that being said, I think we're going to call this one a wrap. Just keeping it simple. As you guys can see, very stock, very basic. We did, like I say, we did try to get that training day vibe going for us, but I mean, unfortunately, the wheel selection in Forza is not that up to par either. So, I guess paint scheme is the only thing about this that is in fact. Training day. But yeah, man, I don't know. We do what we can here on the channel. So as always, if you guys enjoyed this one, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys want to see more, head on over to the Facebook page. Link will be down in the description. Yeah, once we hit 1,000 likes on that one or 1,000 follows, we're gonna be giving away a million credits. So make sure you guys check that out. So as always, I'm your boy Denali, aka Don Squally. I just want to say thank you guys for watching and thank y'all for your requests, man. We're gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Recovery of a lifetime. Oh fuck! Oh no! Oh! Fuck! Yeah, just keep on rolling there. Yeah. Don't worry about the race or anything.